and we can begin. So settle into your seat or your comfortable reclining position. That's ideal to be lying down. And just be sure your environment is properly arranged. So dark lights or just the natural light. It's still a little light outside, but it's getting a little dark. I think we have 2 more months until we reach the summer solstice. And then just make sure you feel warm, have some blankets close by, because when the body becomes relaxed and body temperature tends to drop. So you want to be warm and cocooned for your yoga nidra practice. When you're ready to begin, rest your eyes. By closing the eyes, softening the eyes, and perhaps most important, lower the gaze of the eyes away from the brain toward the body. And notice the breath. The moment in which you notice the breath is your moment of arrival. So arriving not just physically, but energetically as well. Beginning to sense presence with the breath and through the breath oneself. Allow yourself a slow, deep belly breath. Inhale through the nose, stretch your belly. When you reach the top of the inhale, pause, open the mouth, and let it go with a sigh. Nice cleansing breath. A way to let go. Letting go of the day that's now nearly behind you, and anything else that's no longer serving you. Arrive again, notice the breath, and then take another slow, deep breath. Another cleansing breath in through the nose, stretch the belly, front back of the rib cage, pause at the top, open the mouth, maybe stick or stretch out your tongue, and feel for a bigger letting go. Maybe an audible letting go. And then notice what follows. And if you're becoming distracted, take the moment to arrive again. Notice the breath. We'll take one last cleansing breath together. This time, if you like, as you exhale, really big exhale, maybe into a lion's breath. So that big, loud, ha, right? Like from the gut, letting go. Inhale through the nose. Take time with the inhale, stretch, front, back, and sides of the rib cage. Pause at the top. Prepare for a lion's breath. And let it go. Literally clearing the space, the energetic space around you, within you, so you can now truly arrive. Notice the breath. Begin to feel your whole body breathing the breath as you begin to breathe through the nose from the belly. Diaphragmatic breathing, if it helps. Take one or both hands, palms over the belly, like right over the belly button, and begin to breathe into the palms of your hands. And as you exhale, just let go. Let go of the breath. Feel the belly moving back, away from the palms, toward the spine. And then follow your next cycle of breath. In through the nose from the belly, diaphragmatic breathing. And practice fully softening the belly, relaxing the belly as you breathe in. Allow it to stretch, like even deep towards the pelvic floor. Allow your belly to expand. And then as you exhale, let it go. And continue breathing from the belly, expanding the belly, letting go of any tension, gripping, holding around the belly, pelvic area, the pelvic floor. And then on the exhale, just let everything go soft. Take a couple more rounds, deep belly breathing, feeling for letting go on the exhale. A physical letting go, a softening, letting go energetically, releasing, and perhaps beginning to let go of the thinking mind by noticing and feeling for the next deep belly breath. Take about 3 more rounds. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, stretching the belly, and then softening. Most of the effort, all of the efforts on the inhale, the exhale is passive and soft. Last round. And then just let natural breath return. And as natural breath returns, continue to feel the belly breathing the breath. And from the belly to the whole body, sense whole body breathing each breath. Beginning to expand your awareness as you breathe in. And softening tension around the eyes, ears, and the space between the ears. And we'll now give a little more attention to the exhalation. So in this practice, we're going to continue to breathe from the belly. But as we exhale, we're going to purse the lips and extend the exhale through the lips. And just sort of practicing now, extending the exhale until you feel the exhale empty fully. And maybe there's a little pause at the end of the exhale. And let the inhale be more passive this time. So breathing through the nose from the belly. Purse the lips, exhale through the lips. Let your inhale sort of naturally rebound. So passive inhale. And then stretching out the exhale with pursed lips. Next inhale naturally follows. Continue to exhale through the lips. About 3 more rounds. Breathing in through the nose from the belly, allowing the inhale to be more passive, receiving. As you begin to linger in the exhale, intentionally extending the exhale to a moment of emptiness at the very end, last 2 rounds. Finish your last one, linger in the exhalation. And then when you finish the last one, just let natural breath return. Begin to notice not just your arrival, but what is beginning to arrive for you. What is beginning to show up for you in this experience. Breathing the breath, and through the breath, beginning the practice of letting go. For our final breath practice this evening, we're going to breathe steady in and out through the nose, from the belly, with a slight constriction at the back of the throat. So we've been working with this for several weeks, this practice called Ujjayi, Ujjayi, something like that. So Ujjayi, or victorious breath, also known as the ocean breath. So this is a very common breath technique in yoga. It's like you're using your whisper muscles, the muscles you use at the back of the throat to whisper or to sigh. So you might just first breathe in through the nose, open the mouth, let go with a sigh, and then keep a slight constriction at the back of the throat from the sigh as you breathe in. Exhale again with a sigh. Maintain the slight constriction at the back of the throat and breathe it in. One last time, exhale with a sigh. And then just experiment. See if you can continue to breathe in and out through the nose, maintaining the slight constriction at the back of your throat. So it's like you're breathing from the belly through the nose, but moving the breath up and down the back of the throat. And you're feeling for that. It's a slight constriction in the back of the throat, which allows you to have a little more control over the flow of breath. It also helps to warm up the breath that you're breathing, so the breath becomes a little more receptive to the lungs, allowing you to breathe more deeply into the lungs. And the other benefit of Ujjayi is that it tends to be very calming, relaxing to the nervous system. The sound of the breath alone can be calming, but it's the rhythm. It's the rhythm, it's the tempo that you begin to create that really helps to soothe the nervous system. So we're going to put a little kind of tempo to our breathing pattern, beginning to breathe through the nose from the belly. Sense the breath at the back of the throat and inhale to a count of 4. Exhale for 5. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 6. Inhale, count of 4. Stretch the exhale to a count of 7. Inhale to a count of 4. And big stretch. Exhale, count of 8. And then continue on your own about 5 more rounds. You choose the length of the exhale. Just a little longer or perhaps twice as long as the inhale. Notice the rhythm, the tempo that resonates most with your body, that allows the breath to feel smooth, continuous, almost effortless. Allow yourself maybe 1 or 2 more rounds. And then after your next exhalation, let go of the technique. So soften the back of the throat. Open up the back of the throat. If it feels comfortable for you, continue to breathe through the nose. And allow the belly to continue to breathe the breath, sensing both the inhale and the exhale as passive. So now the belly breathes the breath for the whole body. And the whole body receives the breath through your attention and your awareness and your presence with the breath. And then just notice how you're feeling. And if you're ready to transition to Yoga Nidra, allow yourself a final deep cleansing breath. In through the nose, from the belly. Exhaling any way that you like. And then once you finish that final cleansing breath, take a moment to check in. Notice your physical body, and if there's any adjustment you would like to make so that you feel a little more comfortable, now's a good time to make that adjustment. If you're noticing any distraction around you that you can quiet, now's a good time to do so. Like 4. You have an eye pillow, now's a good time, if you haven't already, to place your eye pillow over your eyes. And then once again, feel yourself arriving, this time arriving into stillness. This practice of stillness, and a sometimes very challenging practice of, I kind of like to call effortless being, right? Just being present, just being still without any effort at all. And to do so, give yourself permission to be present and to be in this state of effortless being. And as you notice one part of yourself, giving yourself that permission, You might also notice other voices, other conversations, other parts of your being that might be feeling a little resistant. And just notice that resistance. It might show up as restlessness or even twitching sensations, movements in the body, your eyelids. It might show up through the breath. Right? So the breath might feel a little choppy, a little jagged. You might be feeling short of breath. And the resistance might also show up in the mind, busyness in the mind. Whatever resistance might be showing up for you, rather than pushing it away or resisting it, allow it to be present. And then return to the breath. Feel your body breathing, steady presence through the breath. And anytime the resistance, the restlessness, the busyness in the mind, anytime it shows up, just acknowledge and return. Letting go of the resistance, letting go of the busy mind, the restlessness, letting go simply by returning to the breath and feeling for a moment of arrival. And the breath is your anchor. It's what allows you steady presence. It's what allows for stillness. Notice the sensation of breath within the body. Notice where you most feel the breath. Notice any parts of the body that might be resistant to the breath or might be feeling void of the breath. And just allow the breath to do its work as you breathe naturally and restfully without any effort at all. And simply allowing for the practice of whole body breathing the breath. Feel for points of contact with the ground below you, sensing steadiness through the ground, Mother Earth. Feeling safe in this space, able to be still, to be present without anything to do. And if it helps, you might also begin to create a space within you, your inner sanctuary, a place within you that allows you to feel safe, supported, and grounded. So one little trick, you might return or create the same place from week to week. So each time it comes to you a little more easily, and you can start to really fill in the details of this place. On the other hand, sometimes we need something different. So something different is showing up for you. Run with that space instead. Either way, take the time, create, feel, connect to this space within you, your inner sanctuary. Allowing for the feeling of being grounded and supported, the feeling of being held. And then notice the breath again. And with every inhale, feel for arriving into the essence of this space, feeling grounded, supported, held. And with every exhale, you're letting go of anything that keeps you from feeling grounded, supported, and held. My intention for this practice this evening is for you to experience a feeling of letting go. However, you might have your own intention. Take a moment, connect to your intention, whether it's letting go or something else. Perhaps there's something you would like to receive or to embody, whatever it might be. Connect to it, feel it first, and then capture it as a statement of truth. I am able to let go. I am free of tension. I am open to releasing the holding patterns. Whatever your intention might be, speak it to yourself or out loud at least 3 times. And then feel it in the breath. And through the breath, breathing naturally, restfully, breathe it in and let it go. Trusting the journey of stillness that lies ahead. Key part of this journey is the body scan. Each week, we move our attention and awareness throughout the whole body, and each week, I follow the same map. This is so you can begin to learn this map as well, allowing you to fully connect your attention, your awareness to each part of the body, allowing you the opportunity to sense each part of the body exhaling and releasing, letting go. To begin this evening, just take a moment in gratitude, with gratitude and respect for one's physical body and all it does for you, day after day, year after year. And then begin to feel your body breathing the breath, and begin to feel the body exhaling the breath. Bring your attention to the right side of your body. Sense the right side of the body breathing. And sense the right side of the body exhaling the breath, letting go. Bring your attention to the palm of the right hand. Palm of the right hand, breathing the breath. And the palm of the right hand, exhaling the breath, letting go. The tip of the right thumb, exhaling. Index finger, exhaling. The middle finger, ring finger, and the right pinky, back of the right hand, right wrist, and the whole right arm, the forearm, elbow, upper arm, and the right shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between, Right side of the rib cage, right lung, right side of the heart space. Exhaling, letting go. Right side of the waist, low belly, low back, and the space between the right hip and the whole right leg. Upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Feel for the entire right side of the body. Exhaling the breath. Letting go. Bring your attention to the left side of your body. Begin to feel the left side of the body breathing, the inhale, the exhale. And then notice left side of the body. Exhaling the breath. Palm of the left hand. Exhaling the breath. And the tip of the left thumb. Exhaling the breath. Left index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. And the left pinky. Back of the left hand. Left wrist. And the whole left arm. Exhaling the breath. Forearm, elbow, upper arm, and the left shoulder blade, collarbone, space between, left side of the rib cage, left lung, left side of the heart space. Exhaling the breath. Left side of the waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Left hip, whole left leg, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, your left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Feel for the entire left side of the body. Exhaling, letting go. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Feel for the breath, the inhale, the exhale at the back of the body. And then begin to feel the back of the body, exhaling the breath and letting go. Bottoms of the feet, heels, and the back of your legs, calves, back of the knees, and the upper back thighs, back of the hip, and the tip of the tailbone, the entire back side of the spine, back of the rib cage, lungs, back of the heart space. Exhaling and letting go. Back of the shoulders, arms, elbows, back of the hands and the fingers. Exhaling, letting go. Back of the neck, base of the skull, back of the head, from the crown of the head to the fingertips, to the toes. Feel for the entire back side of the body, exhaling the breath and letting go. Sense the front of the body, the front side. Notice the inhale, the exhale. Begin to feel the front side of the body exhaling and letting go. center of the forehead, the space between your eyebrows, the temples, and the space between cheekbones, upper jaw, and the lower jaw, and the back of the tongue, front side of the neck, space between the collarbones, and the front of the shoulders, and the inner arms, elbows, wrists, and the palms of your hands. Feel for the front of the rib cage, lungs, heart space, exhaling and letting go. The navel center, the space above, and the deep low belly below. Front of the hips, the entire front of the legs, thighs, kneecaps, shin, and the tops of your feet. From the tips of your toes to your fingertips to the crown of your head. Feel front side of the body, exhaling and letting go. And then expand your awareness to sense all sides of the body. All sides of the body. Notice front and back, left and right. All sides of the body as one. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale. And then feel for the entire body, exhaling and letting go. Whole body breathing the breath, integrated. Whole body exhaling and letting go from the space within you to the expanded energetic space beyond you. Sense through your awareness the whole body, your whole being, breathing the breath, exhaling and letting go. And then expand this feeling as you notice within the whole body. Notice where within you sense the feeling of being grounded, rooted, supported. Notice that feeling within you. And then notice the opposite. Notice the feeling of spaciousness or floating. Notice the feeling of spaciousness, the sense of floating, being carried. And then notice both, expanding awareness to sense this feeling of being grounded, held, rooted, and the feeling of spaciousness, of floating, being carried. Notice these sensations, these seemingly opposite sensations, all through your awareness as one continuous spectrum of sensation in the body. And just notice where you feel both sensations. Grounded, spaciousness, and then notice where within you have a sense of holding, perhaps constriction. Notice this feeling within you, the feeling of holding on to something or constricting. Notice how you feel this experience, this sensation in your body, the sense of holding, constriction. And then notice the opposite. Notice the feeling of letting go, releasing. Notice how you experience and how you feel letting go, releasing in your body. And then just sense your awareness expanding to sense both the holding and the letting go, the holding patterns and the release. Allow yourself to experience both as one continuous spectrum of sensation in your field of awareness. And then through your awareness of the breath, just feel for a sense of presence, the feeling of being present with oneself, and begin to imagine. Through the power of your imagination, begin to visualize the following: leaves falling from a tall oak tree, a feather floating in the air. Visualize the emptiness of a snow-covered field. And the fullness of the vast midnight sky. Visualize stars twinkling one by one and then fading away. Witness your thoughts rising and falling like the ocean waves. Feel for sensations surfacing and then drifting away like the rise and fall of the breath. And then just sense oneself deeply relaxed, free and resting, and receiving the words of this poem by the author, Dana Falls. The poem is called Letting Go, or Let Go. Let go of the ways you thought life would unfold, the holding of plans or dreams or expectations. Let it all go. Save your strength to swim with the tide. The choice to fight what is here before you now will only result in struggle, fear, and desperate attempts to flee from the very energy you long for. Let go. Let it all go and flow with the grace that washes through your days, whether you receive it gently or with all your quills raised to defend against invaders. Take this on faith. The mind may never find the explanations that it seeks, but you will move forward nonetheless. Let go, and the wave's crest will carry you to unknown shores beyond your wildest dreams or destinations. Let it all go and find the place of rest and peace and certain transformation. Feel for the breath This last bit of stillness, this last bit of letting go, whole body breathing, and whole body exhaling the breath. After this practice of letting go, you might now return to your intention and notice. Notice your intention, connect to it, feel it again. Repeat the words of your intention another 3 times. And then through the breath, breathe it in and let it go. It's like planting a seed as you return it home to the heart space. Allow yourself the time to rest just a little longer. You might feel for the last bit of letting go from the physical body, a release of tension, that deep holding around your eyes, perhaps, or your cheekbones. Wherever it might show up for you, maybe it's the belly or in the hips. And then when you feel ready to move on from the journey of Yoga Nidra, this practice of yogic sleep, do so as we began, with a slow, deep belly breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling mouth, nose, or lips. Now releasing, letting go of the Yoga Nidra practice, which is now a part of you. The elements, the residue of the practice will remain with you. Hopefully, this feeling of sleepiness into a good night's sleep, and the feeling of peacefulness into the week ahead. When you're ready to move onward, just do so slowly. Give yourself some time in a seated position. Most important, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up for yourself, and for giving your body, allowing your body the gift of deep stillness and rest. From my heart to yours, I thank you for showing up this evening and for allowing me to share this practice of Yoga Nidra, this very specific Yoga Nidra practice of letting go. From my heart to yours, namaste. I hope everybody has a wonderful week and enjoy the week